How's it going, everybody? Went and did a little catfishing last night and had a little bit of luck, so I figured I'd do a little video on how I fillet these catfish. A lot of times when I'm catfishing, it's at night, late at night. I didn't get home till about 2 o'clock this morning, so whenever I get done fishing, when I get home, I put all the fish in this tub right here, and then I fill it full of ice. And I just let them set all night in that tub full of ice, and wake up the next morning, come out here and clean them. Something about soaking these catfish in ice overnight, it seems like it really helps clean that meat out. But yeah, decent size, I don't know, about a 5-pound channel right there. 5-pound channel cat. We're gonna go ahead and get these things cleaned up. We'll be ready to fry them whenever we're done with them. So one of the first things we're going to do is just kind of rinse this fish off, kind of get him cleaned up a little bit. Probably ain't going to cooperate. Alright, now fish of this size we're just going to fillet and chunk the meat up. So what I do is I start a cut right in here, right behind the head. Just bring it all the way down around this fin here. Now we're going to take this. Now we're not really trying to get all the way down in the meat yet, because I'm just trying to skin it. So I want to try to get the skin started and peeled back. Like that. I'll take a little pair of channel lock vice grips here, hook it on that. Gotta get our skin back a little more. Don't want to pull that whole fillet off yet. Alright, so there's one side of the fish skinned out. We're going to do the same to the other side. Come right behind the head. Work this knife straight down. See, we're barely poking this knife in here. We're just cutting the skin. I'm not trying to get the whole fillet off right here. Just making it to where we can get that skin off. Following the backbone. That'll get the skin started. A little bit of meat on that, so we'll just kind of skin him back a little more. Once we get started, we'll hook our channel locks on. Pull the skin off. I used catfish, the actual skinning pliers for years, but it seems like these channel locks ain't too bad as long as you can get it to hold on to it. Alright, got that side skinned. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take our knife, we're going to just shove it down in there and follow that backbone. And there's the rib cage. We're just going to work our knife around that rib cage. There's our fish fillet. Filet o fish. Now what I'll do later is I'll come through and I'll cut this mud vein off and chunk it up, and it's ready to fry. Let's go ahead and do the same on this other side. Sometimes it'll help if you put your knife all the way down. We just fillet it right off that backbone. Got a big old beef buzzing us. You just keep working that knife down that rib cage. Whenever you're done, you should be left with a nice big fillet of fish with no bones and no skin, just like that. Big old channel cat fillet. So what we're gonna do now is we'll probably take the rest of this dude and put him in our bait bucket. Trapping season will be coming up soon, so we'll get our bait bucket going now, get a few bait stations going on, we'll be ready. So I'll go ahead and clean these other three, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, well, we got all our fish all cleaned up. Got some really nice fillets off of some of them. Really nice fillets. This one, I mean, this meat here, it's a little yellow, and I don't know why, because it was a smaller channel. You know, normally you get a bunch of that yellow meat on the big fillets, but these are pretty clean. So I don't know what was going on there, but we're gonna go ahead and let all this meat soak in this bowl for a while. I'll keep changing that water out, and then later here in a few hours I will dice it all up and vacuum seal it and put it in the freezer. That way when I'm ready to cook, all I gotta do is pull this meat out of the freezer, unthaw it, and it's ready. Bread it and fry it. I mean, it's can't get any simpler. So I hope this helps some people out. I mean, like I said, you can get some good meat. I mean, that's pretty heavy fillet. Nice thick fillet, and that was only off about a 6-pound channel cat. So we got a couple bags of meat for the freezer there, guys. So we're gonna be staying nice and fat this winter on some catfish. Take it easy, guys.